So here I am with Troy Osborne, Chief Viticulturalist at Jackson Triggs Estate Winery. And we're going to learn a little bit about grapes.
There's a lot of time and effort that goes into the vineyard prior to this time of the year, which is essentially ripeness. So these grapes are, for all intents and purposes, are ready to go. But long before that, we're in the vineyard, we're pruning the grapevines. That's the first thing that we do. Generally, we start that in the dead of winter, around the 1st of January. We'll be in here and prune back the grapevine. So after pruning, when the buds start to grow early May, we'll come through and do what we call shoot thinning. The vine being a vine, it doesn't always do what you want it to do. It'll grow extra shoots, and we'll have to go through and remove those ones that weren't intended to be left.
You are in complete control of what's going to happen with this guy by the time the grapes are picked.
As much as Mother Nature will allow us to control, we're in control, yeah. I mean, the other beautiful thing about the South Okanagan is the soils are very light, and the soils actually will allow very good drainage. And our vineyards are irrigated. I mean, they have to be irrigated. We're only really in the South Okanagan here, we're about 10 inches of precipitation a year. Because they're so free draining, they allow us to control the growth of the vine through irrigation. So if the vine starts to get out of control, we can just throttle the water back a little bit and get it to slow down.
Wow. How can you tell, as a vineyard manager, when the grapes are ripe?
Well, I mean, taste is the big thing, but actually there's a few other little tricks. If you pull off a grape, and if you squish that in your hand, the seeds will pop out. And you'll notice the seeds actually come away fairly easily from the pulp. That's one sign of that the seeds are ripe. When the seeds are ripe, the berries are ripe.
Well, you know what? I'm going to try one of these guys, because if you say they're ripe, I want to try and taste. It's amazing. When I taste this grape, I can imagine the wine it's going to turn into. As a Sauvignon Blanc, I get some of that natural acidity and a nice crunch from the skin and a little bit of that grassiness. This is true Sauvignon Blanc. Sure makes me want to go and drink a bottle somewhere.
Yeah, do me a favor and tell the winemaker that, will you? I think it's ready to be pulled off too.
Let's get him out here. Troy, thank you so much for having me here as your guest. These vineyards are beautiful, the grapes were amazing, and not to mention the wine, not too shabby either.
Cheers.
Cheers.